Patrick's touching our bread, which is good.
If you feel the need, go for it.
Yeah, it's a stress reliever. That's what it's there for.
I thought it was a banana.
Hey, Paulie, is Patrick Mike's? Is it
Is it yeah. Am I on? Okay.
cool? So this is Blast Circle Sessions, y'all. We take the break in between all the 3 different shows you're going to see on Sunday just to talk to the people that you see do those shows. So I'm Alex Lukens, my co-host tonight.
Jo Walsh.
Jo Walsh is here. We're talking to the comedians from the Sunday show this time around. And here we are with Patrick Murray. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
So I think right off the bat, like, what's comedy been like for you in Indianapolis over the past year? What's that felt like?
It's been pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
What kind of clubs do you feel like you end up playing? Do you feel like the scene is burgeoning? Do you feel like it's a tough break? Like, like how are you feeling in Indianapolis as a comedian?
I think there's a lot of cool opportunities here.
Nice.
So if we could flip that, what's the worst show that you've ever done?
What's the worst show that I've ever done?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. They're all pretty awesome.
Just to be able to do it is nice.
Yeah.
You're a big fan. Cool. How long have you been doing comedy?
5 years.
That's what's 5 years feel like?
It feels like a little more than 4, but a little less than 6.
Seems about right.
What got you going? Was there a stand-up that you saw that inspired you? Was it a movie? What's your origin story?
I had a lot of friends that told me I was funny and that I should try it, and then they were like, "You're trying it," and so I tried it.
And now here we are 5 years later.
Yeah, and
You're
I
sitting
was
on
like,
stage
I
with-
like it. So
Nice. Can you explain the significance of the headband for us? Because we don't know.
I like to take drugs, and this is what we look like. So
The drug takers. That's what
Yeah.
those. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. What's when you've come up on stage? So Joe and I not usually up on this stage in front of people. When you come up on this stage, what's it like to be in front of people and deliver a message or talk to them or whatever? Like, do you feel neurotic? Is it challenging? Is it just fun for you? Like, what's that like?
I'm a little nervous at first, usually, but once I get like the first positive crowd response, it all goes away, and I get into a pretty good rhythm. I feel like.
Cool.
I don't know if you can see it under the lights, but I'm beginning to flop sweat. Is there any way you could maybe throw a joke out and get a positive reaction from the crowd? Maybe I can experience some of that calm you're talking about.
Nah, jokes are for the show after the podcast.
I appreciate it. I'll just keep sweating.
That's fair. So being in Indianapolis, do you feel like it's a hotbed for comedy? Do you feel like it's kind of like you take the shows as you get them? Like over the past 5 years, I mean, as you've kind of gone through this journey.
I think the opportunities to perform has really increased since I started. There's a lot more independent groups that have come out that are booking a lot of really cool shows. We've got Let's Comedy, Rocket Ship, who are both put this on. We've got Red Flag. They're pretty awesome, putting a lot of good stuff out there. We've also got, we got a new club that just opened up. So the opportunities to get work here is really increased. Plus, we're really close to other big cities like Chicago and Detroit and Cincinnati. So,
Do you feel like that's a draw for Indianapolis, like in terms of like kind of regional comedians and things like that? Like, what's that circuit like? Because I don't know it at all. Like, as you're kind of performing in random places and things like that, like, what's that like?
I mean, I guess it's a pretty friendly circuit that I've noticed. You eventually meet a lot of people from surrounding states and cities and become friends with them. And I think that helps increase getting work for everyone. It's a mutual benefiting relationship,
Absolutely. Nice.
Do you feel like it's important to belong to one of those promotional groups, or would
Belong
you
to what?
one of the promotional groups, Let's Comedy, or one of those, or is it better to kind of strike out on your own? Do you think?
Well, it was beneficial for me, but I think it's weird. Everybody's path is different, So what might work for me might not work for other people.
Sure.
It's very different.
Fair enough. What are you hoping for the show tonight? What kind of reaction are you looking for?
A positive one. Yeah.
That's fair. Do you have anything else you want to tell us before you kind of prep before the show?
I mean, I think it's supposed to plug some stuff, right?
Go ahead and plug some stuff. You're
All right,
free
so
too.
Next Saturday, October 5th, we got Jake the Snake Roberts. He's an
You're
old
hosting.
wrestler.
You're
Yeah.
hosting. So
I'm hosting. Yeah.
What's that feel like for as an event for you? Like, what's that feel like?
I'm a wrestling fan, so I'm really excited to work with the guy. I hope he does a DDT on me into the audience. That would be super tits. We'll see what happens. And then also February 22nd, I believe, it's a Saturday, I'm going to be recording an album here.
Right here at Black Circle Brewing.
Yeah.
Hell
on the
yeah.
Hell yeah.
stage.
Hell
So
yeah.
Everybody should come to that.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
I plugged the things. Anything else you need?
No, it was just good to see you. That's all.
You too.
Thanks, Patrick.
Yeah.
Can everybody thank Patrick for coming up on stage with us tonight? Thank you. Thanks to Patrick. Local comedian, great comedian. Is Cam in the house? Oh, Cam's right here. What a performer. Yeah,
Please.
no, come on in. I just stoop. Yeah.
Hello.
Stand-up's a little weird sitting down, isn't it? Yeah. Cam O'Connor, everybody. A comedian that's how many times you played here at Black Circle?
I hosted the first couple of Sunday shows, and Alex put me on a show or two in the past. I don't know. Shows. So many shows.
Yeah, they're all the same. What's the Sunday show like for you as a comedy gig?
I'm really happy because I don't know, like we've ran Sunday shows for since 2011, and it's been a long time since we had a good room to do comedy in, where it was like you look forward to the show and your friends look forward to coming to the show and things like that. So I'm extremely happy.
Nice.
So
My tone says otherwise.
Well, it says something about the comedy.
when you say good room, what do you mean? Break that down for us.
Just a good space to do stand-up comedy where it goes well, and like where you got a sound guy that gives a shit, Spencer the door guy gives a shit, the bartenders know how to still serve people without making a scene that disrupts. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's on board, the seat, the people, and then it's like South Broad Ripple, so it's all these basically poor people that get to come watch a free show, and that's what it's all about.
That's perfect.
I'm poor, so.
Well
You
within my
think
price range.
do I look like I'm making money off this shit?
Well, I'll drink to that. We got a bread stress reliever up here if you need it.
In case you need to
the bread if you need to.
Cut loose, Just give it a go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Did I just ruin someone's food?
No.
No, it's been sitting there for 10 minutes, so no, it's already.
I regret the bread.
All right, so tell me, so you're with Rocket Ship Comedy?
Yeah, I'm one of those.
So you're one of those. What is that brand? What does it do for you? What does it do for other people? And how is it in your life right now?
It's mine, and I started it because I didn't want to call it mine, like Cam O'Connor. So I just was like, I'll call it a name. And
Get
then,
a DBA, doing
yeah.
business as. Yeah.
And then there were people. Then there were certain I tried to do everything myself, booking, promoting, running shows, and I was losing my mind and couldn't keep up, and pissing off my roommates that I wasn't paying my bills. And so I reached out to a couple other people that I respected and liked and thought they could represent me or whatever. And then since then I moved away, and those people moved away, so I kept having to replace them and find other good people you trust or whatever. And I kept fucking lucking out. It's crazy. But now I'm back home, so we're good.
You feel good about it?
We're good.
How long have you been doing comedy, or what you would kind of
I think
ascribe
this is
to
my
do now?
12th year
12th
since the
year.
first time I did it.
And would you claim Indianapolis as a city for you, or?
Oh, this is home.
I got you.
What's your origin story look like? Was there a comedian that inspired you? Did you have the friends that told you?
I like
that?
George Carlin a lot. I think I used to, I don't know, growing up, I think my parents were very funny and still are. And just I was exposed to a lot of comedy in that. But basically, I'm a guy that has always had a lot to say, but I'm used to not being listened to. And finally, people had to kind of listen, so I could be like, "Huh, check me out." That's basically it.
So just scrutiny is how you kind of got into comedy.
I mean, the world would have spoke to me in a way that had me succeed at other shit. If I was supposed to do something else, I don't know.
No, it shined on you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What do you want in the next 5 years as a comedian?
I'd like to get paid to do comedy more often.
Be nice.
I'd like the thing about me is I've been running shows so long that there's a lot of people that know me as that guy, and as and they've seen me do comedy so much because I've hosted so much shit that I would like to see the stigma of that where maybe my comedy was what people talked about every now and then instead of what I do, you know?
Outside of that, yeah. No. The comedy shines through the antics or not. Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like I'm this weird. I give good pep talks and shit to other comedians, but I don't know. That doesn't really get you paid to do comedy.
That's not to, people shouldn't overlook that. That's a really valuable thing in a scene. You can be the guy behind the scenes that elevates other people, and maybe that's not everybody out here knows that, but now that you have a chance to kind of bring that to light.
This is cool.
Yeah.
We're just talking.
You're the guy whether you want to admit it or not, but you just admitted it. So.
It's fun. But now there's a lot. That's the thing is, I guess I would say when I started running shows, it wasn't a thing you did here yet. You didn't start a comedy show. You stuck to the clubs and that's it. And now, that was almost a decade ago. And now there's all these people running shows. And it's actually a really, really mostly healthy environment because everybody can get up and do shows. In a week, you could do 5 or 6 shows. You know what I mean? And so people can get better way faster now. Mm-hmm. And comics didn't hang out back when I started. It was I was the only guy that smoked pot in the whole fucking scene as far as I knew. And they would be like, that guy's high. And I'd be like, why? I'm supposed to be. And then now everybody hangs out. They're all friends. They all support each other. It's sickening.
Fair. What's more important to you, a tight 5 or 10 or an hour's worth of material?
I'd like to have either. No, but in the Midwest here, in the big cities, it's all about that 5 and that TV style shit. Or actors, they'll be like, my agent told me to get 5 minutes. But in the Midwest, we do chunks at time. We do shitty, horrible bar shows, and as long as they'll let us go. So there might be a couple of people here that have seen me do an hour, and I should not have been allowed to do an hour.
So you might call yourself a half-hour comedian.
Let's go 25.
Yeah.
25's good.
Just
25.
hedge the bets.
I can escape.
Nice. So I think we might get on to Lexi for the
Sounds
podcast.
good. Thank you very much.
Do you have anything you want to plug? Anything you want to tell us before we take you off here?
Eat vegetables.
All right.
Solid.
Yeah. Cam
Thanks, man.
O'Connor killing it. Eat your vegetables. He's going to go on tonight live here at Black Circle. So Black Circle Sessions, we're proud to invite Lexy Madrid to the stage. Clap for her, please. She's a comedian performing tonight.
I'm not performing tonight, but I am a comedian.
How do you feel about being here tonight, promoting the show?
I feel good about it, man. This is my job. I run this show, so I like to promote it. It's my favorite thing.
What's the day-to-day operations like?
We're always looking for good comedians around the area, watching people at shows, at open mics, stuff like that. So I guess that's day to day. Other than that, just posting shit on Instagram, dude. That's it.
That's not bad. Not
Straight
a bad
up.
gig.
Yep.
What got you into comedy?
I don't know. I kind of grew up around comedy for a long time. My parents were involved in comedy, and they were kind of funny. And then in college, I was into improv for 3 years. I was on a troupe in college. And then after I got out of college, what is that? I'm sorry. What
We've
the
been
fuck
telling
is
everybody.
that?
Joe, if you'd like to explain.
It's a bread stress reliever.
If you need
So
to knead the bread if you
yeah.
get stressed on stage.
In case you get nervous.
It's there for you. Yeah. Take a knead.
That's really what it's for?
Yeah.
I don't-
No one's eating that.
Yet.
Doesn't need that.
I'll handle all the disgusting stuff. We won't burn the performers with that.
Right. Thank you.
Um,
I hold a mic with these hands, okay?
And we don't want to blemish
Naturally.
them. Sorry that
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we apologize.
Yeah, it's okay. Just
What do you see Indianapolis as in a comedy scene? Does it have a burgeoning scene? Is it a difficult
Yeah.
place to do comedy? What do you think from the trenches?
Compared to other scenes or just in general as a scene?
We
Yeah.
just keep saying
You're
the word
just
scene.
give me a fucking answer. That's what you want. Yeah, I mean the indie scene. I actually the alt scene, which is basically that means shows like this where we put it on at Black Circle, and you guys are here listening and just hanging out tonight. Yeah, hell yeah. That's kind of like the alt scene. Indianapolis has a really great alt scene. We do shows like this all the time at breweries, random places, and a lot of the times it's free. So as far as that, it's incredible. When you get into like the club scene, Helium Comedy Club just opened up downtown, which is pretty great, and that festers a lot of great comedians that are eager and they wanna get better and they wanna do well, and that's an incentive for comics that are really working hard too, just because you get paid, and that's important.
That's nice.
It's something to work towards, so that's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So as far as the scene, it's a great scene. Love it.
You like where you are.
Yeah.
Cool.
Looking forward, 5 years ahead, where do you want to be with this?
Oh shit.
Kneading the bread.
Alive. I don't know. No, I guess I really enjoy comedy. I hope it takes me far. The truth is, 5 years down the road for me, I'm only 2 years in. 5 years down the road is like stage 0.5. It's such a long journey. But I guess I hope I don't know. I hope I'm producing shows. I really like to produce shows.
But it's something you're committed to. You even 2 years in, you're totally in and invested.
I don't have a choice. Comedy
Yeah.
is a big part of my life.
It's not just a
like-
vocation, it's necessary.
Yeah, it's like what I have to be involved. I don't know any. I'm not good at. I can't do math. Like I don't fucking.
Do you feel amongst your friend group, do you feel a pressure to be funny in your friend group, even if
No, it's just so fucking natural for me.
naturally?
No, it's true. No, I mean not really. No, I'm just my fucking self, and they're all just as funny. I just get up on stage and form it into words. That's what I do. They're all funny too. We're all funny. So.
Nice. Do you have anything for us that you want to plug? Anything you want to tell us about your life right now before we take a little break and get to the show?
The only thing that I can think of that I want to plug, honestly, is this Sunday show tonight. Sunday show, what's up, y'all?
Yeah, represent. Y'all came out.
Yeah.
Y'all came
Exactly.
out here at Black
Yeah,
Circle.
I love this show so much. This is so cool. We do this every single Sunday. It's for free. We do it, and we bring comedians that are touring. Yeah, check out our growlers, y'all.
On the Crowler label, y'all.
Yeah, we bring comedians. We mix them locals, whether they're from Indiana. We have people all the way from like Bloomington and Chicago, wherever. And then we also mix them with like touring comedians. And these people are on Comedy Central and fucking like people that you know, and you get to see them for free. So if there's anything I want to plug, it's the Sunday show, man. We do this every single Sunday for free, and it's awesome.
We're
So,
very grateful for that.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you so much, Lexi.
Thank you. Thank you guys for being here, too.
All right, that's Black Circle Sessions, y'all. We're going to let Lexi get off. Stay tuned for the show here in just a little
Thank you.
bit.